It had to happen. The American left has finally lost its collective mind. Here they are, tearing down the statue of a Confederate soldier that had been standing for nearly 100 years. Suddenly it is a symbol of slavery and white supremacy, something that simply cannot be tolerated in this enlightened age. Slavery is mentioned in the Bible and other ancient books, so it's hardly a uniquely American phenomenon. As for white supremacy, do any of these idiots understand what it really means? Here is a short clip from a film made in 1925. If it hadn't been for white supremacy, this is how Africans would be living today. Yes, bad things did happen in the past. Even the founding fathers were not saints, but they were men of their time, and should be judged as such, even though the remarkable document they created, the Constitution of the United States, is far superior to anything produced by our rulers today. The recent protest in Charlottesville that led to the death of a young white woman, and hysteria directed against all the so-called white supremacists and fellow travellers who attended that protest, and predictably against Donald Trump, is symptomatic of this hysteria. The recent Islamist outrage in Barcelona that claimed the lives of over a dozen people generated far less outrage. But by way of comparison, here's some footage from the 2015 Baltimore riots, followed by some footage courtesy of Colin Flaherty, which contrasts the way the authorities reacted to both Baltimore and Charlottesville.
But soon we killed the white people. Oh, we gonna make them hurt. Kill the white people. Yeah. But buy my record first. Whoa, yeah. Why don't you buy my... We sing on freedom and equality, but we really don't care. We just want money, money, money. We want to drive in that big black limousine, get so high on ganja we can't even see. So we kill the white people. Oh, we're gonna make them hurt.
And I have a message to all the white supremacists and the Nazis who came into Charlottesville today. Our message is plain and simple. Go home. You are not wanted in this great Commonwealth. Shame on you. You pretend that you're patriots, but you are anything but a patriot. Our diversity, that mosaic tile of immigrants, is what makes us so special. And we will not let anybody come here and destroy it.
And I've made it very clear that I worked with the police and instructed them to do everything that they could to make sure that the protesters were able to exercise their right to free speech. It's a very delicate balancing act, because while we tried to make sure that they were protected from the cars and the other things that were going on, we also gave those who wished to destroy space to do that as well.
What monuments to slavery will they demand be torn down next? These? There has also been talk of replacing the statues of these wicked racist white men with statues of true freedom fighters. How about one of cop killer Namir Abu Jamal? Here he is with two of his brain-dead supporters. How about erecting this statue of O.J. Simpson in Durham, North Carolina, to replace the Robert E. Lee statue? After all, it killed a honky as well as his white hoe. How about erecting a statue to some dead black heroes, genuine heroes, like the original Black Panthers? How about murderer George Jackson? Or murderer, pimp and crack addict Huey Newton? Nah, for me there is only one black hero worthy of a plinth in a southern park. He was the great man himself with another great man, and here he is talking common sense about race, unlike the brain-deads of Black Lives Matter ad nauseum.
Any white woman in this audience today, any white man in this audience today, in their right minds, don't want little black boys and little black girls coming around your homes, schools, and churches looking to marry your sons and daughters, and in return introducing your grandchildren as little half-brown, kinky-head Negro children. No intelligent black man in this audience, no intelligent black woman in this audience want little white boys and little white girls coming to marry their sons and daughters, and in return introducing your grandchildren as little half-white, green-eyed, blonde-haired Negroes. We are not seeking to lose our identity in blood mixing and our beautiful black African history. We don't hate you. We don't hate those of you who are white. We just want to stay black. We love my color. I just love myself.